Now does it work? Hi, everyone. Somehow, my freaking microphone got reset. Great. I'm going to blame the Windows update. I had a stupid Windows update from yesterday, and then I loaded my computer, and it's like, well, time to install. And I'm like, you should have installed it when I downloaded it yesterday, you stupid machine. But yeah, apparently, like, even though everything is locked and all hunky-dory, it reset my input capture. Great. Good afternoon, everyone. It's lunchtime. You know the drill. We got some Genshin. Oh, what's in here? I know we have a new event today, starting today, which looks like it's a bunch of flippy-dippy shit with the Saurians, but I don't like platforming. That's just because I'm bad at it. But we'll get those eventually as well. But we're gonna do our typical shenanigans. Oh no, don't condense. Don't condense. We gotta do Lolly's boss today.
Endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe.
Oh right, yeah, I got that. Okay.
I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
So I'm guessing yes, we're gonna go do the boss right now while we give time for the artifacts to respawn. So we'll see how much we can do for Sweet Lolly. I'm double checking. I think I already used the transient. Yeah. So we're gonna see what we can do right now and how much she has left. I think she's at 5. 5 out of 20. Lolly, where are you? There you are. 6 out of 20. I was close. But we have everything else for her, so. Over and done with.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! Bring it!
Hello? Alright, well, she didn't get her thing off. That's nice.
As one with wind and cloud.
Be sanctified.
Adapted very well.
Yeah, screw you.
Consider your strength acknowledged.
Ah, yes. The slow grind is 2.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, let the world collide!
Wind strike.
Settle down.
Color brings the spirit to life. Very well. Consider your strength
Oh,
acknowledged.
maybe let's do a little shimmy. Means my controller's drifting. Alright, 2 more runs. We got 3 that time. Nothing good.
If you insist on strike a pose, let my name echo in song. Let engraved names echo.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
The tides beckon.
Very well. Consider your strength acknowledged.
One more. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Another 3, that's good. I'll keep it, but it's not great. I have 14 out of 20, so we will have to fight it tomorrow. In combination of getting more kindling.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, show
done this. I don't know what to do.
Let the world come alive!
Clouds high. The birds call into the wind.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Silence!
What do you do here? Like, I see one that has, like, hit points taken out. But, like, what does that mean?
One with
Okay, there's
nature.
the...
Bow your head.
How are you not taking damage? Like, I don't understand what's happening. I might reset.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Bring it!
As one with wind and cloud.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
The tides beckon.
Okay, somehow she died. Cool.
All right.
That's the first time I've actually seen the ads, so I don't know how to defeat them. I'm pretty sure early Kino probably just would have popped them. Got another 3, so we're at 17. So effectively 2 more runs. I could pop a Fragile, which would give us the 2 more runs, or 1 run.
If you insist on putting yourself to that
Shit,
test,
come here.
you
Would you flip the Kazu off?
Into the wind.
Well, this is gonna... I might actually have to reset her. No, okay. That time you didn't move out of Nuvolet's Blast. Alright. Alright. Since we're so close, we'll just pop a Fragile. And we got the 3. Cool. That could be good. And we can go to the Serenity Teapot.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Oh, right, that gets us placed in the teapot. I keep forgetting that. Not yet. Okay. I didn't have anything on the forge, right? No, because I need more ore. Running quite low on the ores. That is not the battle path. Okay, let's go back to Fontaine then. Got that done.
Ad Astra...
And the
Thank you for
inn.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Hi, hon. How you doing? That's all she wrote for that. This. And we will send to Lolly.
From this point on, I will always be by your side. Until the stars diminish, the flames die out, and the smoke dissipates into nothing.
It's nice of you. Alright. So, she just needs her stuff. I only have like 9
The
solvents,
scenery is
8 solvents.
wonderful.
I gotta condense my
Surely
resin anyway.
enough to convince anyone
Let's
to become a
condense that
wanderer.
one little resin, that's fine. I can use that tomorrow for talent book. Okay, I can do 3. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to these for right now and just fight the knave. Hopefully. Again, I have these, so I can put her... I could bring her shield up to at least level 9. With what I have here. We'll do it right now, but I have options. Yeah, we'll get the domain challenge one tomorrow, probably. And that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, then that thing. Well, okay then. Let's try doing the artifact route. I defeated Lolly's boss too fast. Whoops. Well, maybe I just don't do it today. I mean, that's a possibility. Let me check to see if I have any, because we're gonna do emblems. I don't think I have anything else to trade in outside of the crap I got from Lolly's boss. Yep. And this would just give us like 1 extra to throw in too. Healing bonus, because of course it is. Oh. You know, I'm actually happy with how my normal account, my main account, is doing and stuff like that. I mean, it does help that Nouvellette is overpowered. I am How? Character. I am concerned about the upcoming, apparently, HP increases in the Abyss. Like, even more so than what we've gotten. But I'm trying very, very hard not to fall into FOMO. Okay, so... Did your stuff get to 20? Yeah, it did. Really? Okay, so you have some other pieces that don't have... Yeah, your feather doesn't have it. That one doesn't have it either. Okay, so she needs a feather that has EM on it. And then these are all base elemental masters. Okay, so she just needs a flower and feather that have higher EM on it to try to get to the, to 1K. She's just under it. I sound distant? Hang on. They should be correct. I did have an issue earlier. Maybe I need to reload OBS, which would kind of suck. Do I still sound distant right now? I'm like right on top of the mic right now. my controller being weird. Sounds better, but you're trailing off, so I'm gonna guess not quite. So when I loaded up my OBS, it apparently defaulted the microphone, and I had to, reselect it to my actual mic after the PC wanted to update. So I might have to just reload OBS. If that's the case, then that's fine. I can just flip the VODs and just go into the second account, which I might do if that's the case. So yeah, why don't we do that? I will be right back. Just give me a few minutes. I gotta change accounts anyway. And I'll just reload OBS. So, BRB. That is way worse. Okay. Alright, so that's where I have it now. So I just put it back to where it was. Okay.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
I guess it's my PC then? I would hope not. Isn't that new? But like I said, I'll check the VOD to see if I hear anything different about it. So I will apologize in advance. Not even close. Okay. Oh, I just realized I didn't roll on Spit Lolly before logging out. Oh well.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Alright, we'll just do whatchamacallit, the artifact domain. And I'll try to do the artifact route on this account, but honestly, I don't know when I did it. I know I wasn't on the main that long yesterday, so we can see if it's available after I do this. But what I was saying on when I was on the main, I'm trying not to fall into FOMO because of like the immense power creep, so to speak. Because apparently Moivika power creeps Arlecchino. I mean, that was inevitable. She's the Archon. I would hope she would be stronger than Arlecchino, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about what they're trying to make hard. Quit. Thank you.
Letting brave names echo. Look alive. Hi. Eat this.
Really?
Check this out. Best of luck.
Is my ping okay? Yeah, ping is perfect. I don't know where that switching lag came from. The 25k difference. Is that with her signature or without it? I mean, I'm still going to go for her weapon. I'm still going to invest in my Arlecchino because I already have. Nope. Nope. We're gonna have a hell of a lot of nope.
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Buckler! Hey, yeah! Nice and spicy! Let's ride! Surf's up! Gloves off!
Good job, Dad. It's a whale thing to say they are very different, yeah. Yeah, you can take a guess who I was watching before I came in here. That's the thing, like, it's hard to, like, gauge. It's like, okay, it's a whale thing, or isn't it? No. Why? Why does everything need to think that I need healing bonus?
Hear the echoes of the valley! Look alive! You're toast! Let's shred, Sharky!
Bingo. You're okay to focus on Al if you want. You'll clear stuff, no problem. Yeah, I mean, my Arlecchino and my Nuvolette don't seem to have too much of a problem. It's just the side grades that I need for, like, the support DPSs. Like, you know, switching over to try to do base with Sing Cho as opposed to doing burning with Emily. Like, in this coming abyss, do I actually want to try using Sing Cho? Probably not, because his stats are way lower than Emily. And I'm not even talking about, like, a 4-star scaling versus a 5-star. I'm just meaning his artifacts are that bad. Nope. Oh, I can show you a couple things that I got yesterday as well, that I did off stream.
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Buckler! Ha! Eat this! I'm the frying pan! Woohoo! Amazing!
Man, I feel like Mulaney's not even doing like 200k anymore. Because I would see 200k's on her bone. Nope. And no. That was a whole lot of nothing. That was a whole lot of nothing. Alright, let's go back to Kafka. Whom I feel is the superior team. Let's go to... No. I'm gonna go up here. Where I was clicking in the first place. Stupid game. What did I actually have listed? I know Golden Streak was a part of it. BB and Emblem. What's a better question? Who am I using it right now? So you have the 2-piece, you're fine. That's the stuff we're farming. And then we did get some stuff for Harina. So as you can see, I have a different stance on her. This is what her stats look like right now. She is just under her recommended requirement for being a solo Hydro. ER requirement, but she has way more crit rate and a little less crit damage. But that's because I actually ended up with this piece here, which was really good for her. And I was like, well, she'll get more bonks out of the Favonius, more proc. So I opted to use that as opposed to the crit rate one here, because this looks like it rolled into just the flats anyway. Doesn't mean I'm not going to hold on to it for her for when she does get more crit rate in some other way. But yeah, I got this, thought it was better. What's this one? Attack. Um, and I still have the 4-star piece too in case I do need it for whatever reason. So she got an upgrade that way, and then I gave her this because she was using an HP goblet anyway. That rolled fairly well, and it has everything that she wants on it. So then I was able to switch her stands instead of using an ER stand. So like I said, she's just under that 200 mark. And this is what it rolled. If it rolled into the defense, unfortunately, twice. But if it rolled the ER just one more time, she would still have it. So I'm not going to complain. That's what she's going to stick with right now. She's actually getting her burst back by the end of the rotation from what I tested yesterday. So it's not terrible, or at least in Chaska's scheme she is. So that's not terrible. I don't think I got anything else. I think she was using that to begin with. I do have this that I could roll. If it rolls the other crit, that could be better for her. But again, we have to deal with the ER issue. Oh, I think the flower was the other thing I rolled. I was like, yep. Oh yeah, I forgot I got that one on official. So yeah, Farina got minor upgrades, and I don't think I got anything new for official yesterday. So she still has crit rate that has a little ER because she wants it for Oz, and a little bit of attack. It's kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie. But she does need the crit rate. And then we have the Electro, which came out pretty good. Attack, she's on an attack stance, not an ER stance, unlike my mains, which is on an ER stance. So this official is already looking pretty good. This one's okay. Yes. She has this one because of the ER. And then she's got this pretty boss flower. So, official actually looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. She could obviously use more crit damage, a little bit more crit rate. But for what she has right now, it's good. So as of right now, I don't think I need to put in for Golden Troop. Oh, here's a question. This will make it a little bit easier for my brain. Profile. I did. Okay. Oh, this needs to change. Edit showcase. Blam. So now this team is what? Charlotte, Auroron, Riri. Oh, I gotta change that too. Alright, well, I guess we're just doing that. So let's go blant, blant, blant. Man, I set that up a while ago, didn't I? Beto. Okay. So let's set this up. So Chaska's team is Charlotte, Auroron, Farina, Chaska. And then, okay, even Mualani's team has changed up. So it was Dea, Shalonen, Zhangling, Mualani. And then Tainari's team is Nahida, Fischl, Pookie, and Tiggy. There we go. My poor little brain. All right. So don't need Golden Troop. We are farming the domain for Chaska and Auroron. Okay. We can take a look at Dea. Dea is Tenacity. So let's see. I know apparently her stance isn't all the way leveled for some reason, which isn't a bad stance. Yeah, it has crit rate and attack on it. It's not a bad stance. I don't know. Why are you saying she needs energy? And never mind. The game doesn't even know how to build Dea. Nice. Let me just see if I can finish this out for her. probably should go check to see what that was. It sounds like something fell in the living room. Which, if I had to guess, it was probably the frame, like, just jumping off of itself. There we go. Hey, she got her crit rate. Okay. So, let me see. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. I mean, that could be better, but I'm not going to complain. Especially since he's only using her skill, I'm not really going to complain. Okay. 14 crit damage, that's not terrible. And then she's got crit rate for a headpiece. With crit damage and on set, I am not going to complain. So I don't necessarily really need anything for Dea. Now can I see my pyros? Thank you. Oh, that's on Yanfei. I was like, why is that on Diona? That only has the crit. Oh, it has attacks too. So we have that. That actually wouldn't be too terrible. But the other one does have attack on it, so. The crit damage. And this is only crit damage too. Do I have double crit? I could roll double crit, but I don't really need her with the ER. Because I'm not using her burst. Okay. So we'll just keep an eye out for a better Pyro Goblet, but she doesn't necessarily need any new Millilith pieces, surprisingly. Honestly, I expected that to be a lot worse. You could use more crit damage at that point. That's about it. So I'm not worried about Millilith. And then we're not really using Kazuha at the moment. And then there's, I guess it's Emblem, because I'm using Zhangling. Okay. Maybe a better feather? Maybe? If she has an ER Sans, she wants an ER Sans. Okay. It's Think Co that wants attack, right? They usually want attack over ER. Okay. So we could use a better ER Sans for Emblem. Because, yeah, that went into defense. Beto has one. Wait. Oh, Beto has an attack now. I thought she had an ER one. HP, and then we have a 4-star ER. Let me check Control. Yeah, you want attack if you have the ER. But your ER for double hydro is like the same as Farina, isn't it? Let's see. 170 with Sack. Not necessarily double hydro, but with Sack Sword, he wants around 170 at the highest. So, what does he have for me? He has 231. He can go to an attack band. Okay, so I guess we're going Emblem on this account as well. Alright, I'm gonna BRB really quick to use the restroom, and then we'll put stuff in, and then I guess we'll check the artifact route. If we can't do it, then I'll just start up the Fontaine quest with Navia. So I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. I'm going to say the general consensus for that sound might have been the heater kicking on. It just sounded like something fell. Alright. Might not have very much XP, but we can at least start gathering pieces. Emblem of Severed Fate. Like, that could be good for someone, but not for the two characters I have at the moment. Because I think even Auroron's has attack on it. Get rid of all those yicky healing bonuses. Like, this could be okay. Like, I'll hold on to, like, the crit rate pieces like that. And then, again, I gotta check Bennett, honestly. Like, that could be alright. That could be alright. Attack Goblet. Okay. So I have one I can roll right now for either Xingqiu or Zhangling. Zhangling looked like she only really needed the sand. I'll text Xingqiu, but... Alright, let's see. HP, crap. Crap. Potential. I will lock that. I will double check that. An emblem? I mean, it could be good. Well, you know what? We'll hold on to that because we'll check to see what Chaska's is because Chaska's has an offset. That could be better for her. HP, because of course it is. Okay, is that the only other one I have? I thought I had one more. Okay. I do need to check all the stuff I have locked too at some point. So we probably should do that. Like, that could be a very good HP stance for Mualani. Wait. No, Mualani has an offset goblet, so we would have to try to find an onset goblet for her. Because that could be good. That could actually be really good for her. Alright. Let's check Xingqiu and... What was your flower? Oh yeah, your flower is way too good, actually. She's not gonna beat that. I'm gonna say the same with Xingqiu. Xingqiu's flower is actually really good. It's also not max. So Xingqiu is okay for that. The feather could use double crit. I'm not gonna complain about Zhanglings because we got high ER and high crit and high attack. I'm gonna quote the word high loosely. So he could use a better feather. Didn't get one though. No ER stands or attack stands, which is what we're after. Okay. Yeah, we have this. I'm gonna lock that. And then no new helmet. Okay. And he's using an attack headpiece, so he could use crit rate. I have a crit damage one, but it has nothing on it. I honestly should unlock that. Okay, so no new upgrades. That's fine. That is fine, and we want Chaska. Let me see the stats on this goblet. Mostly ER. So if this spells double crit, that might actually be good. Just gonna see where it goes. Nope. Okay. That's a definitely not. I'll unlock some of these. Okay. Please? I'm running out of potions? Nope. Man. ER. Crap. Oh, I do have a double crit one. Okay. And then just crit and ER. So potential upgrade to her is if it's just roll straight crit. Because again, she doesn't really need the ER. Alright, let's go check the route. Because if either account really needs to do it, it's this one. Alright, this one's up. And then we'll start the stuff with Navia. And again, we'll take it slow. The only thing I want to make sure that it's consecutive and stuff like that. Although, like, whenever it tells me to rest in the fortress, I could do that and end stream there and just continue on like I did with the murder case with Linny when I logged out on the stage. So I could do something like that and split it in between 2 days. I would just either resign myself to doing the artifact route later or just skipping it. But this is the sacrifice for trying to actually make the characters better.
Let's fly.
But yeah, like I said, I was trying not to fall into FOMO with Moivika. Like, I've wanted Moivika since, the start of the Natlan stuff, because she's cool looking. And her characterization is very, very good. I was like, I have a Pyro DPS, I don't necessarily need her right away, so my main was just like, I have Arlecchino. Just work on Arlecchino, and that's what I've been doing, that's what I still want to do. But literally watching some stuff this morning, I almost fell into that, maybe I shouldn't go for C1 Sitlali. No, go for C1 Sitlali. That'll help you out in the long run. For what I have. I missed. But this is also the thing, like, granted, Moivika's already released. We've seen what she can do and stuff like that. But it's like for the future characters and stuff like that. Rumors are only going to get you so far, and you have to wait till they're released to really be concrete. And that's why I'm still looking at Cloran, because I'm like, oh, this should actually be pretty good. Although, I do know that, like... Like, I've seen firsthand, like, even by my doing that, like, some of the teams that you can do for Hyperbloom, the damage has fallen off. Just because of, like, the increase in HP. Like, there's, like, ceiling, like, cap or something on the Hyperbloom. I might be saying that wrong, but hopefully you guys understand what I mean, that it feels like the damage has fallen off. And I've felt that with Alhaitham. Like, I've felt that with him. But oddly enough, like, when I was doing it with Tainari on here, it felt better, but maybe that's because I had nothing to compare it to. You can do it. Oh no, my boy! A beast? Yeah, you did it. But what was interesting, I think it was Jello Impact when I was watching the Sitlali team.
Take me up!
Talking about, like, how you want to progress your account, and it's either with a vertical investment or a horizontal investment. Horizontal investment means that you would get more characters on the account, so you have more options for whatever the scenario, right? And then there's vertical investment where you have the characters that you have and you work on them. My account, my main account, is most certainly a vertical investment. And you see that mostly with Nouvellette. Whereas, you know, I think that's just my playstyle. Did I miss one? I did. I think that's just my playstyle on how I like building characters and stuff like that, is taking what I have and making the best out of it and, you know, worrying about filling out the ranks later because my other stuff is, you know, powerful enough to do what I need it to do. Except for the Imaginarium Theater. So if you've done a horizontal investment, then you can do the theater absolutely no problem in terms of characters. Whether they're built or not is almost irrelevant. Built as in having their own artifacts and stuff like that. Oops, I am very high up. That's gonna hurt. Plunk, plunk. Oh, you don't get very far if you do that. And now for Ruby. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best course of action. I like doing vertical investment, but with the state of this account, I almost think horizontal is better.
Go! You're free now! I'm free!
Hold that pose!
The wrong test subject.
Bullseye! There's no end to this. Direct assault! Done.
I didn't burst with Charlotte. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me, chat. How do you guys feel about free-to-play accounts? Do you find them difficult? Do you enjoy the challenge? I'm just very curious, because before I'm like, yeah, I actually feel pretty good, and I know how to save and all that fun stuff. And then I got myself into a wall when I, you know, used resources on Eula. I am going to point Eula to the biggest problem on the account. Because I didn't realize how bad she was. Or, I don't want to say bad. I really don't want to say bad. And that's just because she, at her time, was a top DPS. And she can pull out some numbers with her burst. I've seen it. And then flip it off. Yeah, we're here. We're gonna just heal up, Sasuke. Anyway. Yeah, but the longer this account goes, the more I do see the challenge of being free to play, and you know the fact that Moivika and Sitlali came at the same time. Because if I recall, the original plan I had was I was going to roll for Zhongli, one to get a decent Geo character who happened to have the best shield in the game, but also have more Geo in and of itself. And then it came out that Sitlali was supposed to be a fielder, And honestly, Silali could be good for Mualani as well as Moivika. It's very weird, thinking about it. The only thing with my Mualani team is that I would flip, actually, I wouldn't actually flip her artifacts. I would probably put Tenacity on, that's not Charlotte.
Smile!
I would put Tenacity on Silali, and Silali would replace Dea. So in theory, she could almost just take Dea's artifact. The only difference is that Dea has HP on, and not EM. But that would require getting both characters. And it's like, well, she would probably help out your current team in the long run. Would she? She does shred Hydro Res. And then we get the double shred because I would have Shalonen. But at the same time, it's like, well, the whole point to this account was I wanted to have different characters from my main, support being the exception. But we have 2 new characters this pack. Wow, my brain is just like absolutely blanking when I'm doing this. Oh. Okay. I'm here. Tap run. Yeah, support's withstanding. And like I said, I understand that, Bilali could be good. It's just that I did really want to try Moivika because she can be done as both. So for Mualani's team, she would probably replace Dangling, and we would run double DPS. And, using her as a sub DPS. It would be pretty good, probably. But if for anyone's going, well, you could farm more, you could do a lot more quests, you could do X a ton of things on the account, I'm trying very, very hard not to just sit there and grind on both accounts. As it was, I still could have gone for C5 Nouvelette had I actually sat down and done everything I set aside for free primos for him. I opted not to because I didn't want to be greedy because I lucked out and got a C4. Don't get addicted to the gamba. Ooh, it got very hot in here all of a sudden. So yeah, I think it was the heat kicking on what that sound was. It was freezing in here before, and I thought it was just because of the draft that was in the next to the window. But don't feel it no more.
Tell me what you see. Be free.
I am doing that backwards. I don't know why my head wanted to say backwards. Yeah, I saw you looking at me, dude. You go that way.
hair and feathers are gonna get soaked. Time for some preening when I get back.
I went to the map game. I want to know what is in the programming that is making it, like, say that you're hitting the event tab. Because I most certainly was not. Oh wow, I actually made it in here. Bonk. No vegetables. And the thing I love about Tosca.
Take me up! Open fire! Bullseye!
No setup required. She can just go. That's all said and done. Alright, let's go meet up with Navia. We'll do a little bit of this. We get about an hour's worth of this. I don't know how far we're gonna get for the case, but we'll see.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Apparently worth celebrating. It was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
Why are you complaining, Paimon? You love food.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
So as the camera was panning, I'm like, oh, croissant. For the way that was stacked. And then I saw the fries, and I was like, what the hell is this? Why would you put fries with a croissant? It's fish and chips. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking croissant. Even though I saw, like, well, even like this rounded part, if it came around, it would look like a croissant. But yeah, I was like, oh, it's fish and chips, you numbnut.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
We wanted to ask the Hydra on some information, but we haven't had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it
Do you
anyway.
think he's gonna talk to you?
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
It's worth a try. Would someone with her personality really feel shame?
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
I have to agree. My drink also tasted that way too.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fonta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking, you know.
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
And into the fountain you go.
As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Seems that was pretty tough for her.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority.
Yay.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
Go to the Fontaine Plaza. Yeah. It's cold outside. Like, that doesn't surprise me. I think it's still in the 20s, just slowly climbing into the 30s. Oops, I'm drifting again. You still have coffee, right? Or do you want me to make you another pot? I think you'd have to go get some milk, but I can do that if you want.
Seems like the story's
So you can have some hot coffee when you get in.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yeah. And it's clearer than when it was during the day.
That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache? Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
I can feel strong emotions. Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Where is this?
Vache! Are you my dear Vache?
Nope.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Light blue water. Could that have been... Could she have been one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Coffee would be good. I'll get some milk on the way home. Okay, I will make you a fresh pot. If there's anything left in the pot, I'll just put it in the pitcher and you can make iced coffee out of it.
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Vacher was a witness to the fact that you dissolved?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Is that Paimon? Oh, that's right. I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Oh, it's a cutscene.
Navi is outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Clorand? Quick, now's our chance!
You ever wonder why people love Clorand so much? Probably that scene.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
What just happened? Who was that? Even though I saw her up in the block with Marina, I don't know who she is.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Hello.
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, so you're a fighter now, Paimon. Thanks for the rescue, Navia.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she
Oh,
thought!
Paimon. Good Paimon.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Wait, do you mean that? I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be sure.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Is it Mora? I could use more Mora. Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have been...
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Lenny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Always.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I was looking at some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vache was a witness to when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
If he's still alive, you should try searching for him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them. This will prove to be their biggest mistake.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula,
He
after
does look
all.
so pleased.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
For sure. Yay, Primo! Yay. Alright, we are going to Spina di Rosula. Oh, is this the weird entrance that I can never find?
Let's fly.
Okay, apparently Tosca launches herself way too high.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Alright, making sure there's no treasure. I would like there to be treasure. Oh wait, isn't there a treasure box like on the side of one of these? I missed. Wow. Oh, I've already been down here? I don't remember coming down here. Although it's been a long time since I was around Fontaine. Like, actually exploring. Pat! Hello, Pat. Do you know Mr. Boots? He's a nice kitty. Okay, bye. I haven't even been around here. Talk to me. Okay. I fell down the hole.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
It does seem quite odd. Do you have any clues as to why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Speaking the truth for the sake of your family. You know, we're quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Then that indicates that he intended to die in the duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
No, it's alright. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah, Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly. Whether it be responsibility for Spina di Rosula or Master Callus's death, it all landed on Demoiselle's shoulders so suddenly. This won't do. I must become stronger.
Rest.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina di Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Yay, more 5 free moves. Near
the palais is right up ahead. Come on.
I keep forgetting this is where Nouvelette's office is.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nouvelette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Didn't you ask him first?
Thanks so much.
Granted, Nouvellite wouldn't say no, but...
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette. We only like to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Yes, that's that. So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say? Monsieur Neuvillette. Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on your Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia, are you okay?
There's the rain.
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
You go first. I'll join you later.
All right, then I'll wait for you at Poisson.
So just mark Poisson on the map. Yep. So, unfortunately, she made Neuvillette cry. Bad Navia. You don't make him cry. He's supposed to dance. Anyway, it's about time that I usually end and stuff like that, so we'll continue and follow Navia over to Poisson. Poisson? Tomorrow. And see how far we can make it. I will, like I said, I'll double check the VOD to check my microphone. It might just be as simple as restarting my computer or something, that something might have gotten bumped. Just reset. Like I said, OBS reset my mic option for some reason. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But I'll check it out. And, of course, I should have one, right? I said wish. Nope. Not even close. I was 20 off, really. And this is only going to give me 5. Okay. As of internet, no wish today. I'll do the event as well. How many days is now? I actually want to hit it. How many days is the event? 10. Okay. So I will do this off stream, and then yeah, just stock up on the stuff, and we'll get whatever wishes we can towards Moivika. So I will see you all tomorrow for more of the Fontaine Archon quest. And until then, take care.